All right, coming up later in July, we have the Taste of Vino, a premier wine event. You get to taste so many great wineries, all happening at the Same Mart Center, and a handful of some of the best restaurants are going to be there as well, including Schoolhouse, the new restaurant and tavern out there in Sanger, and Chef Ryan Jackson. Now, I just heard about you. Get this, he was one of the best young chefs in San Francisco. You were executive chef of a 4-star restaurant in Napa, and now you're here in Fresno.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Jenny, for having me.
All right, so tell us what brought you back to Fresno and specifically the Sanger area.
What brought me back was I grew up here. I grew up down in Reedley, and had the opportunity to open up this great old building, which is a schoolhouse built in 1921, and wanted to bring my knowledge of fresh cuisine and the resources that we have here in Central Valley are the best place to cook.
Right, what better place for a chef than with all these
Exactly.
fresh vegetables, right?
Correct.
All right, take a look in here and you can see a lot of you have gardens. My garden's coming in right now, a ton of tomatoes, cucumbers. What do you do with it? You're doing a chilled heirloom tomato soup with Dungeness crab, right?
Right. So everything that we have either comes out of our garden at the restaurant or it is sourced locally within about 5 to 10 miles. So we have beautiful heirloom tomatoes. We have some Brandywine tomatoes here.
Okay.
So very simply, the soup takes about 2 minutes to make.
Nice.
So
it
we
tastes
have
amazing, right?
beautiful tomatoes,
Okay.
some fresh tomato juice.
Can you use canned or do you, how do you use tomato juice?
You
Okay,
can,
just
yeah.
the can, all right.
Yeah. Some fresh red onions here. Some Armenian cucumbers, which are my favorite. Great texture.
Okay,
and
so
really
Armenian,
sweet.
they have the, they're sweeter.
Yes.
Okay, not quite as bitter as the
Correct.
regular ones. Okay,
Yeah.
Armenian cucumbers.
Yeah. Some garden red peppers. Fresh basil.
All right, any particular type of basil or just sweet basil?
It's a sweet Italian
Okay.
basil. Some garlic cloves.
Nice. And you know what I love
And-
is you don't have to chop up the garlic. You can just stick it in there
No.
and you save your fingers.
Just a little balsamic vinegar,
Okay,
and you buzz it in the blender,
all right.
and you're ready to go.
Nice. So any at-home blender works for making soup. It's good
Yes.
enough. You don't need a fancy
No.
processor. All right, dish it up for us. Let's see and give us
Okay.
this a try. While he's doing that, let me tell you about the Taste of Vino. It's coming up Sunday, July 15th. It's going to be held at the Same Mart Center. It's presented by our friends at Vino and Friends up in North Fresno. It's from noon to 4 o'clock at the Same Mart Center. Tickets are $50 for wine club members, $65 if you're not a member, but it is 4 hours of all you can taste wine and food from some of the best restaurants, including from Chef Ryan Jackson at the Schoolhouse Restaurant and Tavern. He's out at 180 and Frankwood. He said just past the curve in the 180, past Minkler, you'll run right into it. Campagna, Roost Chris, Piccadilly's, and Vino and Friends Schoolhouse are all going to be there, and this looks fabulous. You put a little bit of a Dungeness crab on top.
Yes.
And where do you get your crab?
We get our crab. It comes from the West Coast.
Oh, there you go.
Dungeness
All
crab,
right.
yeah.
You have a spoon for me?
I do.
I got to taste this there. I know you're friends with Chef Ryan from way back, and this just looks fantastic. Oh my goodness, that is so fresh and flavorful.
Thank you.
Really, it doesn't even taste like tomato soup because it's so good.
You're right.
Wow, you really do taste everything in there. Oh my goodness.
Wow, and I guess Chef Ryan brought us a gift card to give
And this
away
is also
too, Jenny?
local olive
Oh
oil
yeah,
here.
a local olive oil. That's right, from
Yes.
Bari Olive Oil, and we do have a gift card to give away too, right?
We do.
All right, and what is that for?
We do $50 gift certificate for the restaurant.
What do you think about that,
Ooh,
Sarah?
I like it. Thanks so much. You guys will be dishing out another recipe for us in about half an hour. But right now, we're going to give away that $50 gift card to Schoolhouse. This is all in honor of Taste of Vino coming up July 15th. We've got some delicious food cooking up in our courtyard. Here's Jenny again.
That's right, Zara. And in our last half hour, Chef Ryan here from Schoolhouse Restaurant and Tavern made this amazing heirloom chilled tomato soup with the Dungeness crab. I can't get it out of my mouth. And I said, you hear, if you're a good chef, you can make amazing soup. Well, Chef Ryan can certainly do that. He's back in Fresno after being voted one of the best young chefs in San Francisco, executive chef of a 4-star restaurant. And we're lucky enough to have him out in the Sanger area. Thanks for joining us
Yes,
again
thanks
this
for
morning.
having me.
All right, so this time we're going to be making pork chops. And this is all because of the Taste of Vino that is coming up July 15th, when everybody will be able to taste the food and the wine. We'll talk about more of that in just a little bit. But these smell amazing. Tell us what you've made here for
Thank you.
us.
Well, we have our Moroccan spiced lamb chops is what these are. And we have a lot of different spices in our mixture here. We have our finished product here, but if you can remember the 5 C's, those are the things I kind of like to go by.
Okay.
Cumin, coriander, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, and cilantro.
Okay, the
And
5
also mix
Cs.
a little lemon juice, lemon zest, garlic, and honey.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, the honey and the lemon juice. That's an interesting
Yes.
combination.
Yes.
Okay, so you make it up. You make it into a marinade. Do you marinate a lamb
Yes.
chops ahead of time?
Yes.
About how long do you do that?
Not too long. Not
Okay.
too long. Only about 15 minutes.
Oh, it's delicate then.
Yeah, very
Okay.
delicate.
All right, and then you throw them on the grill?
Yeah. Yeah. We
All right.
baste them with the sauce a little bit, and because of the honey that's in there, it gets a really nice caramel crust on it.
Love that caramelization. So he's going to throw those on the grill for us, looking delicious. And we're bringing in Chuck Van Fleet from Vino and Friends up in North Fresno, and we're talking about the Taste of Vino. And Chuck, this is an event you've done in the past for your wine club members. It's grown into this huge event this year. It's a benefit for Heinz Hospice. And tell us all about it.
Yeah, we've done this in the past. We had 350 people at Roost Chris a couple years ago.
Wow.
And we've kind of kicked it up a notch, rented the Same Mart Center, and we're expecting about 700 or 800 people on July 15th.
Okay.
We'll have about 40 different wineries from all over Napa, from Paso Robles, from Washington. We've got a bunch of imported wines. So it's going to be a nice event, along with 6 different restaurants from here locally.
Now, the cool thing is a lot of us can't go up to Washington or Napa to go wine tasting, so you're bringing wine tasting to us.
We really are. We're doing everything we can. We've got a lot of great contacts because we've been in business now for 6 years, and they want to come down. They want everybody to try all the wine and just really have a good time and have a good afternoon to raise some money.
And some of the best restaurants, including Schoolhouse Restaurant and Tavern. Again, you can see Chef Ryan out there, 180 right past the Minkler Curve. And get your tickets by the 10th before they go up in price. They're $50 for wine club members, $65 if you get them in advance. Again, it's a benefit. It's noon to 4, and you are going to be jam-packed tasting food and wine during those 4 hours. So I'm going to bring these lamb chops into Zira, and we'll try these again at the end of the show. Don't they look delicious?
I'm so excited. You just made my morning. Oh, I love lamb too. Thank you so much, Jenny. And again, here's all the info for Taste of Vino. It's July 15th, Sunday, noon to 4 at Same Mart Center. Regular tickets are $65, but if you're wine club members, $50, and proceeds benefit Heinz Hospice. And again, thanks to Chef Ryan as well, the executive chef and owner of Schoolhouse in Sanger. I asked about it on Twitter, and so many people say it's one of the best restaurants in the
And thank you to Chef Ryan and from Schoolhouse Restaurant in Sanger. The Taste of Vino, July 15th. It's a Sunday from noon to 4 at the Same Mart Center. I'm going to be there. 60 wineries and amazing restaurants like this.
Okay, how are we supposed to eat the lamb?
Just like this.
Oh, we're going caveman style this morning. All right, have a great day. Thanks, Chef Ryan. Head out to Sanger and go eat at Schoolhouse. We're back in half an hour.
Wow, it's good.